Every day, our Channel 5 photojournalists are working behind the lens to help reporters bring you the best stories. But as photojournalist Alette Garza shows us in this week's Photographer's Perspective, just because they're doing the heavy lifting doesn't mean they don't sometimes leave an interview with a heavy heart.
As journalists, we're faced with many challenges nearly every day. But sometimes we come across a story where we cannot imagine, where you get the strength and the courage to move forward. 2 weeks ago, Cassandra and I shot a story about a young man named Jeremiah Cardona. He was born with congenital scoliosis. His mom, Xochitl Contreras, always knew something wasn't right with Jeremiah.
He would walk and his legs were like this, like this. He would trip and hurt himself all the time. And then he started crying. He started crying, like in the night, he would be crying, like, okay, what's wrong with you? Does he have fever? No fever. Is he hungry? He's not hungry.
With Jeremiah being too young to remember much, his mother described what he was going through. Even sleeping was hard for him.
He had insomnia also. He couldn't sleep because it would hurt. You would go, you would see him sleeping. We wouldn't, like, I couldn't sleep with a big backpack on my back, and he was just like all crooked, like that, hunched like that, but he would sleep. But if you would lay him flat or you would lay him on his side, he couldn't sleep at all.
His parents and his doctor decided the best way to help him was to give him back surgery. And it wasn't just challenging for Jeremiah, but for his doctor as well.
This was big for me. He's just a 4-year-old boy at the time. And it's a surgery from both the front and the back of the spine.
Although Jeremiah looks okay, he still has problems and will have to face an even bigger challenge ahead of him, another back surgery.
It's so invasive that they literally take his back and break it. It is put straight, like they literally break it, put pins and rods. He will not learn how to walk till in a long while. He's gonna take longer to walk, but he will get there.
He's not ready for that kind of surgery yet.
I'm still kind of worried about it, scared even, but if it has to happen to make me feel better or get better, I'll go through it happily.
And it's stories like Jeremiah's who always leave a lasting impression on us journalists.
Not everyone is perfect, that they have their own flaws, and within time, it can get to a point where it gets worse, but it doesn't matter how much pain you go through, you'll get out of it, and you will always see the light at the end of the tunnel.
From my photographer's perspective, I'm Alette Garza for Channel 5 News, Sunday at 10:30.